so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, and you're the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for, and if I make you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, baby, what you've done to me, what you've done to me. You make me feel so good inside, good inside. And I just wanna be close to you. You make me feel so alive. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make.
You You are now listening to The Block with your host, Stephanie Love, and yours truly, Black, on KoolaRadio.com. Let's go.
Blah, blah. Everything is everything for Sheezy. Blah, blah. Probably done it all, homie, believe me. Blah, blah. We made the impossible look easy for Sheezy. I'll never leave my block, my niggas need me.
All right, good morning, people. This is your girl, Stephanie Love. You are now tuned into The Block, the flyest talk show to ever trend. Rolling with me is my one and only co-host, Blizzity Black. What's up, Black?
What's up with it?
Blacker than black.
Blacker than black. Shut
Blacker
up. They
the
got a lot
berry,
of lights on me
sweeter the.
today.
Oh.
They got a lot of lights on me today because they couldn't see me in the video. So
Shout
I hope
out
y'all
to
can see
Black.
me.
Black, have you recovered from your car wreck last night or last week?
Last week.
Last week.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Did you get a rental car?
Yes.
Black's rolling like a pop today. He's rolling in a hatchback.
I am rolling in a hatchback.
Shout out to all the dudes in the hatchback.
That's so unfortunate.
All right, guys. So remember, we're live every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I have a special, though. We lost a legend this week, so I want to take a moment to do a tribute to the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. So check this out. All right, so the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, whose gospel-rooted singing and bluesy yet expansive delivery earned her the title the Queen of Soul, has died, a family statement said on Thursday. She was 76 years old. Aretha helped define the American experience in her voice. We could feel our history, all of it in every shade. Our power, our pain, our darkness, our light, our quest for redemption, and our hard-won respect. Over the course of a professional career that spanned more than half a century, Franklin's songs not only topped the charts, but became part of the vernacular. She made Respect, written by Otis Redding, A Call to Arms, You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, a Carole King song, was an earthy expression of sexuality. Think, which she wrote with her then husband Ted White, became a rallying cry for women fed up with lewdish men. The first woman admitted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She had 88 Billboard chart hits during the rock era, tops among female vocalists. At the peak of her career from 1967 to 1975, she had more than 24 top 40 hits. She won 18 Grammy Awards, including the honor for Best Female R&B Performance for 8 straight years. Her soul was as deep as her voice was strong. And we want to say to you, Queen of Soul, rest in love. Let's take a moment for Aretha Franklin. Yeah. All right, guys. So shout out to Aretha Franklin.
Damn, that was a quick ass moment.
We don't have that long.
Oh, okay. I mean,
And you know, Aretha Franklin, watching videos all week, she was the queen of shade, so it just kind of like rubbed off on me. But anyways, we just want to, from the block to her family, shout out to Aretha Franklin and her career, life well lived, rest in love, Queen of Soul. But guys, you have a great show in store for y'all. Thank y'all for joining the block. It is hot outside today. I think it's going to be about 101 today. So stay hydrated. Powder up, ladies. And let's just get this show started. You ready, Black?
Yeah.
Guess who we're going to talk about first?
Let me guess.
There's been a kind of tick for tack going on in the media this week between Trump and Omarosa.
Donald Duck.
Yeah, so it's gotten pretty interesting. Omarosa basically isn't here for Donnie, and Donnie isn't here from Omarosa. Omarosa, after she spilled all types of alleged tea about him in her new book, Unhinged, and revealed she secretly recorded conversations with him and other White House staff. She also appeared on Meet the Press and basically said that he wasn't a fit to be president and questioned his mental status. Donnie keeps his phone on him at all times, so it didn't take long for him to jump right on Twitter and shade Omarosa. But this time, his tweet may have gone a little too far. Donnie actually
when doesn't
tweeted.
his tweets go too far?
Right, it's not surprising to me. But this is what he tweeted, quote, "When you give a crazed, crying lowlife a break and give her a job at the White House, I guess it just didn't work out. Good work by General Kelly for quickly firing that dog." That dog comment sent Twitter in a frenzy, and many think it was racist. Swipe through Instagram, go check out CNN, go check out Omarosa's page on IG. She gives a lot of information about what's going on, and you know, come to conclusions yourself. But as you know, Omarosa's black card was revoked a couple of years ago from the black community, the black culture, because we felt like she just wasn't on our side. So with this dispute that's going on with Donnie and Omarosa Black, should we give Omarosa her black card back? First off, before you answer that, how do you feel about Omarosa? Because I have never never
You
liked
want
Omarosa.
to know how I feel about Omarosa?
Yeah,
Who?
exactly.
That's how I feel about her.
So
Who?
do you think that Omarosa, because she recorded the president, we have so much against him? I know
mean,
me in particular, I'm not a fan. Should she get her black card back, or
Why,
is
I
this
don't
a little?
I don't know why it was taken away. Like
Why it was taken away?
I don't know.
You don't know
like,
why, or you
like,
don't.
I
Not
don't
that
know.
you don't understand.
Like, I don't know why it was taken away. Like, I don't know the reason. I really don't.
Because Omarosa just wasn't. She was coming down on black women.
So she was Stacey Dashing.
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, I really don't care, bro. Like, I don't care about her black card. I like the fact that she did some sneaky ass, shady ass shit by recording, shit that he was saying and then letting it all go. Like, I'm okay with that. I like that because I don't like the person she did it to.
Well, according to Moni, shout out to Moni. We haven't seen you in a while. Shout out to Moni for returning back to the block on a Saturday morning. She says Omarosa will not be reinstated, and I totally agree. See, this is my opinion about Omarosa and Donnie. To me, this is just a big circus going on right now. So she's calling him a low life. He calls her a low life. But y'all been working together ever since The Apprentice. So it's like now all of a sudden you saying he's not fit to be president. He's lied.
We know that.
All this time, but you've been in the White House with him. You're the one who went to the White House with him.
I mean, she got a job in the White
So
House.
because
How
you
many
got
people can say that?
fired,
Can you say that?
Now you
I
want to
can't say
come
that.
out and say he's a liar, but you supported him at one point. You voted for him. You went to work for him. I mean, you were really in support for him until, I guess, things didn't go the way you wanted them to go, Omarosa. So I just think it's a publicity stunt.
That's just a thing that people do. Like, when you feel that somebody might turn on you, you keep dirt on them. And, like, she kept dirt on him. Now that he's turned on her, essentially, like, she got the dirt and she gonna air it out. Hoe ass shit, but cool shit at the same time. Like, you got leverage. It's always about that scale and having leverage.
So it's
She
like
got
blackmailing.
Basically.
So would you blackmail Donald Trump if you had like some secret information on him? Or is that a petty move of Omarosa?
It is petty, but like it's not blackmailing because it's not like, hey, give me my job back or I'm gonna let this go. It's just like, oh, you let me go? Let me let everything else go. Like, let's put everything into the pot.
All right. Well, he called her a dog, right?
Right.
A lot of people are
politically, he called her a bitch. That's really what it was.
Okay, I never looked at it like that, but they're saying that that was a racist comment for Donald Trump to make.
I don't think it was racist. I think what I just said. He called her a bitch. Like, he wasn't like it's a black dog. It wasn't no shit like that. He didn't call her a monkey. He called her a dog. I mean, and we all know what a female dog is. So that's just. I mean,
that was just his
I say sexist at most, if you will, but. Like, it was politically, I wouldn't even say correct, just a political way of saying a bitch.
Political way of saying a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, what does it look like if the president says bitch? I mean, he said some shit that's like, okay, bro, like, presidents don't talk like that, but like, him just come out and call this woman a bitch,
Well, shout out to D Forbes. D Forbes, thank you for tuning in. He says, I have a 9-to-5 and some occasional hip-hop stuff to do and don't have time to be on social media sometimes. How the F do these people have time to run a country and tweet all at the same damn time? And I mean, tweet like all day, every time. I agree, D. I'm trying to figure out because I don't have time, but yet to even have a dispute with someone because I'm got so much other stuff to focus on. And the president,
I don't even tweet. Like, I have a Twitter and I don't even tweet, but my notifications always say Donald J. Trump just tweeted.
And I mean, like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
All the time, bro.
Just
like,
all day.
Bro, so realistically, we can just say he's not running the country. He's running his mouth.
Or his Twitter fingers.
I mean, Twitter fingers turn to trigger fingers.
Pow, pow.
Trigger fingers turn to... He got the button, though.
So, super producer Kim King, what's your opinion about this? And then we're going to get ready to go into our song.
It's, I don't get into the Trump stuff.
President Cheeto.
Yeah, he's a clone, and
Okay.
that's how I feel about it.
Okay.
K-Files is later on.
How long has Donald Trump been a clone?
It's been, I get this from the late Dick Gregory. I don't mean to go off, but the late Dick Gregory says the way that the Trump clone is the one wears a red tie and the one that wears a blue tie. One that wears the red tie is a clone or something like that. You have to look it up.
Interesting. Too bad K-Files ain't on the show today. Shout out to Cam King and K-Files. We're going to take a break this week, but he'll be back.
It in the show.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was like, it's late in the show, but that's his way of squeezing it in. I
All
got
right,
you.
so guys, stay tuned for the Trump and Omarosa circle. I'm sure there's going to be more stuff to come. We'll discuss it for sure when it does come. But we have some special guests in the building.
I'm glad we got that out the way.
A special event that is getting ready to come up on the 25th that they want to tell you guys about. So stay tuned. We're going to get ready to play a song, Faith in You, by our boy Spellman, who's actually here today, and B Trill, and we're going to get them set up, but enjoy this song real quick, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there, right there. I dedicate this to my grandmama.
You're now listening to the smooth sounds of Rick and Thaddeus music.
30 years on this earth, I done seen a lot of my days. Cheated death like 5 times, thank God for changing my ways. They say you reap what you sow. I done planted so many seeds. Some good, some not so, but you ain't judging my deeds. Sometimes your love go unnoticed, I'll be the first to admit. Looking up at your crucifix, it pushes me not to quit. Lord, I get excited just to know that you real. Just the thought of me being alive, expressing how I feel. We all wanna go to heaven, don't nobody wanna die. We all say everything's alright, but don't nobody wanna cry. Lord, give me the strength to fight away temptations. I'll be so afraid that I won't meet your expectations. I just sing, I just sing, Lord, I just sing. I'm so afraid that I won't meet your expectations. Lord, I just
came
sing.
a long way, I can't complain. I made it through the storm and I bless your holy name. I'm just so excited what you're about to do, cause I got all my faith in you, all my friends wanna say that I have changed, but I can keep on living, mixing pleasure with my pain. Lord, I ask you to lay your hands on me. I got all my faith in you,
One nation under God, but Jesus, he's the victim. See, none of us can understand. They spit on him and kicked him. Every life should matter. Well, hell, what about his? They tortured him to death just so you and I can live. Faith is what I'm hoping for, that ain't even much seen. I pray about it and watch it open up the doors of my dreams. Peter, Mark, and John, they were all just like us. Lost not knowing which way to turn, so in the Lord we trust. We all want to go to heaven, don't nobody want to die. We all say everything's alright, but don't nobody want to cry. Lord, give me the strength to fight away temptations. I be so afraid that I won't meet your expectations. I just sing, yeah, I just sing, Lord, I just sing. I'm so afraid that I won't meet your expectations. Lord, I just
came a long way, I can't complain. I made it through the storm and I bless your holy name. I'm just so excited what you're about to do, cause I got all my faith in you, all my friends wanna say that I have changed, but I can keep on living, mixing pleasure with my pain. Lord, I ask you to lay your hands on me. I got all my faith in you, I done came a long way, I can't complain. I made it through the storm and I bless your holy name. I'm just so excited what you're about to do, cause I got all my faith in you, all my friends wanna say that I have changed, but I can keep on living, mixing pleasure with my pain. Lord, I ask you to lay your
What's up, world? You're listening to Villa Koola Radio.com. Tell your friends.
Black, you got it.
What up, what up, what up? I'm Black and we're back. Shout out to Stephanie Love. You good over there, Stephanie?
What up, people?
We got a few more people in this thing today. We got B Trill that's right next to me on my right, your left, and then we got Spellman next to him.
What's happening?
How y'all doing today?
I'm blessed, man. Pretty good.
Having a great day, man.
Hey, do you want to borrow my light?
Yeah, man, because I'm about the same color as you. So they say I'm 11:59 dark.
Man, say, I'm like 12:01 dark, fam.
Appreciate the man. Appreciate the producer. Y'all see how I just lighten up real good?
So, tell us a little bit about yourselves, and I'll really just start with you, B Trill, because you're closer.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about you.
So of course my real name is Brian. I go by B Trill. Started rapping 2 years ago. I mean, back in high school, I always used to throw down at the lunch table. You know how I be getting down. You know what I'm saying? Just okay, let's go, let's run this. Okay, hold up. No, I'm playing. We ain't about to get it right now.
Oh, I mean,
we barely getting into this.
We can start it off real high. You know what I'm saying? Lunch table. Give me some pencils.
Man, it's because, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know if people are ready yet, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. That hot fire. Keep going, though. I got you.
Yeah, I'm 23 years old, born and raised in Dallas, Texas, you know what I'm saying, that North Dallas, Triple D. Man, I started making music 2 years ago, and I just been going since then. God been blessing me, God been using me. And, man, I just hope to keep getting better at it, you know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Shout out to B Trill. All right, so Spellman, tell us a little bit about yourself. I like the name Spellman too. That reminds me of Spellman College.
I want to know how you got the name Spellman, but go ahead and tell us about yourself.
Spellman.
To be honest, man, I just came from Atlanta and I took a picture in front of Spellman College. So shout out to my mom for giving me the name, my grandmother. I'm from St. Louis, East St. Louis. I come from a broken family. My dad was in the Army. My mom was an addict. So throughout my childhood growing up, I was raised in the streets. Music always been a part of my life, from my grandparents on Saturdays cleaning up, jamming to Aretha Franklin, R.I.P., the
Luther.
the blues. You know, that's how I just grew up on old school music. So music always been a part of my life. I used to write secular rap. I've only been doing gospel music about a year.
Okay. So new to the gospel industry.
Yeah, it's a blessing, man. I was shot in 2005, so I'm blessed to be alive.
Well, that was going to be my next question, but I think that you kind of answered it. What made you, since you said you just got into the gospel industry,
right,
what was the defining moment to make you change your mind, besides you being shot in 2005?
Well, it was a variety of things.
Okay.
For one, it was me being shot. You know, a lot of people don't recover from a gunshot wound in the stomach. So me being alive is a blessing. Excuse me. My life was just up and down, and I needed direction. So I went to this ministry right around the corner, the Men of Nehemiah. So I was there about a year, getting my life together. You know, just trying to find my way as being a man. And I got into gospel music because a lot of guys there were doing rap music in our Sunday morning church service. So I was like, well, cool, if all of these different people can react to gospel music, then I got a gift at writing music. So I'll just share my testimony through gospel music.
All right.
So how often do y'all work together? Like
me and B Trill?
Yeah.
Oh man, we just started connecting.
Okay. So
actually the back to school thing was our first time even meeting each other. And it's crazy. I'm a friend on Facebook of his and he my friend.
And we didn't know each other.
That's funny. But that was kind of a setup question to, okay, so since you both are gospel artists and y'all work together, do y'all ever pour into each other? Like, do y'all sit down and talk about, you know, the Bible or the way of life that you should
Honestly, no.
They just met.
We
Yeah,
just
to be honest, we
met.
haven't. Yeah.
We really haven't had a chance to sit down and just fellowship.
Let me just break the ice. So gospel,
Ice
we
is
don't
broken.
we do interview a lot of artists. But we don't interview a lot of gospel artists.
Okay.
But we're open. The block. That's the unique thing about the block. That's why we're called the Flyers Talk Show to Ever Trend, because we're open.
Right.
Our doors are open to anyone who's out there in the music industry, whether you're a gospel rapper, country. I don't care what it is. But what was my question?
See,
Bless her heart.
you was talking about breaking the ice.
Bless her heart.
What
Hey,
makes you
sound like a commercial.
as a gospel artist, because there's so much stigma about they have to live this certain. What makes you unique being a gospel artist? What makes you relatable to just normal people?
And I'm gonna say it like this. I don't mean to step on no toes, but I'm gonna be me. I don't care if I'm a gospel artist. No, I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I will drink a daiquiri. Okay, so I'm gonna be me.
That mean I can grab my beer.
Let me just keep it
That mean
real.
I can grab my beer. Because I was told last night,
Man, look.
hey, don't be drinking and smoking while they on the show.
You can do you. I'm not gonna judge you. Who am I to
Hey,
judge you?
I'm just saying.
Jesus hung with criminals, drug dealers, and all of that. In the Bible days, Peter
We
had a
didn't
knife.
see the reason why we had to tell Black, because he told y'all himself. He told on himself. He said he act retarded. Right?
I act retarded, but I'm a Christian. Check me out.
God said don't judge, right? All right, well, Black, I'm sorry for telling you can't
Nah,
have your drink
man,
on the
you-
show. We just wanted him to put some
Nah, see,
respect
and
on
let me-
Jesus' name. That's it.
let
Would
me-
you walk up into church with a beer?
She
No, you
said
can't.
That, she said that last night. We need to put respect.
But here's the thing though. A lot of people say that just because you're a Christian, you're supposed to walk a thin line. Okay, that's not what God. Okay, no, just because I'm a Christian don't mean I'm holier than the next person, or I got to walk a thin line between love and hate. I'm a sinner. Everybody's going to
I'm
sin.
about to say everybody's a sin and
Everybody
sin
is a
is
sinner.
Yeah,
So
straight
just
up.
because
That's 1,000.
I got a shirt on that say I'm geeked up for my Jesus don't mean I can't bump Future in my car. I got kids.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, be trill. Now, I see there's something different. We like to get real personal on the show. We're real. We're
Let's get
uncut.
personal.
We're raw. Now, look, we don't see a lot of. We see a lot of gospel is more of like we're used to seeing more Black people in the gospel industry, but
sure.
you are Hispanic, right? Or Puerto Rican.
Oh, nah, straight Guatemala, baby.
So
I'm from the G-Town.
I was like, when I read your name and it said Brian Ramirez, like I didn't want to just jump to assumptions, but you are until I saw you. You are Hispanic.
Yeah.
But you are like your story is just so to me, you grew up just like the normal Black
Amen.
chick that I am in church. So
For sure.
tell
You a
us
normal
about
Black
how
I'm sorry.
I am normal.
I'm sorry.
So tell us, has it been hard for you as a Hispanic man to go to be accepted into the gospel industry?
Nah, to be honest, it hasn't. I grew up around Black culture.
Okay.
You know, I grew up around Black people. If I'm being real, I don't have any Hispanic friends. Like,
Do you speak Spanish?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Paso, amigo.
Like, my best friends are Black. I got two best friends.
You sound racist when you say that. You know that, right? Like every racist person says, my best friend is Black. Like, okay, you got a token Black guy. I mean, what does that even mean? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, there's no discrimination. You know what I'm saying? But like I said,
like
man,
Black.
you know, I grew up in an all African American culture. So for me, it was just like, you know, like if the boys could get down with me, I could get down with the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
Right on.
And so you know, it was tough love. It was grew up in the hood, and it was great. It was great. You know what I'm saying? To me, it was actually an easy transition because I felt like a lot of people rock with me that aren't my race.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got more African American followers than I do Hispanic followers.
Okay.
So
I like that answer.
So real quick before we jump into the video, so gospel rappers, and I know a lot of Hispanics are Catholic. Are you Catholic, Baptist, non-denominational? What?
non-denominational
Okay.
Christian.
How about for you?
I'm just a Christian.
Right on. And I wasn't trying to be funny.
And you know, Black, you say that a lot of Hispanics are Catholic, which in today's society, what I'm starting to realize is that a lot of Hispanics are non-denominational now.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's just a lot of religion. Well,
It is.
a lot of religious people that are becoming non-denominational.
or
They don't wanna,
they're even becoming no affiliate. I guess it's like no affiliation.
Non-affiliate.
Yeah, they're just
Because most of the Christians, most of the religions are man-made.
yep.
Straight up.
So
Already.
you a
Right on.
Christian, I'm a Baptist, he Jewish, all that. Come on, man. Come on.
Y'all want to hear something that might make you laugh? I was a camp leader at a church camp a few weeks ago. We'll talk about that while the song is playing.
All right, be trill. We're gonna get ready to play Dreams Unfolded. So go ahead, take this moment to. I'm sorry, Geeked Up. I'm ahead of schedule. Geeked Up, Spellman. Go ahead and introduce your video.
Well, this video was shot by my boy Jesse Vasquez from One Hit Media. Video is just, it's plain, but it's just geeked up for my Jesus. It's on YouTube. I got my babies in the video, my grandparents, my real grandparents. So the video is just a home video about, spending time with your kids, your family, your nephews, and just being geeked up for your Jesus, man. That's pretty much it.
Well, let's get geeked up for Jesus.
Yeah. Spellman. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Oh yeah. I just be praising for no reason. Wow. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yes. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Wow. I just be praising for no reasons. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Hold on. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Oh yeah. I just be praising for no reasons. Wow. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yes. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Wow. I just be praising for no reasons. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Hold on. Anything is possible. My Jesus, he's unstoppable. I'm alive cause he got hands on me. In the backyard, I was saying something when my homeboys up and ran from me. When the devil had other plans for me. I wear my feelings all on my sleeves. I got bruises all on my knees. I'm stressing over my 9 to 5, knowing he's the reason I'm still alive. Anything that I'll ever need, my Lord and Savior will provide. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yeah. I just be praising for no reasons. My grandmama be praying for me. Lord knows in my neck of the woods there be a lot of snakes and land for me. So I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Oh yeah. I just be praising for no reasons. Wow. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yes. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Wow. I just be praising for no reasons. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Hold on. Lord, I bless your holy name. Yahweh, you're the highest praise. Wait on you to break every chain. Praying for a new life. Man, that'll be nice. 4 kids, 2 dope cases. Then you gave me my wife and now we won. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Truly touched by the anointed one. I'm praising God for no reasons. I was raised in the church. Grandson of a preacher. Labeled early as an outcast. Now I'm a new creature. Lord, I'm asking for forgiveness. Praying for your mercy. It's hard for me to turn the other cheek when people trying to hurt me. What the hell do you want? We haven't got what you need. I pray that somebody will be saved by the time that I leave. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Oh yeah. I just be praising for no reasons. Wow. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Yes. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Wow. I just be praising for no reasons. Yeah. I'm geeked up for my Jesus. Hold on.
Hold on.
All right. We are back, and that was Geeked Up for My Jesus by our boy Spellman.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spellman. That was dope.
Man, I appreciate the love, man.
But listen, guys.
Geeked up for my Jesus. Geeked up for my Jesus. Hey, you got to make a dance now.
I don't know how to dance.
So make
However, I do have shirts, though.
I don't know how to dance. Like, I mean, have you seen the shoe? Like, what is that?
That is true, though, so we're going to have to...
It's a fist pump and a kick, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can do something.
All right, we're going to get ready to get into some important information that you guys are really here for. There is a special event coming up on August 25th. Y'all want to take the time to tell us about Game Changers and Friends that's coming up?
First of all, let me say that this organization, Game Changers, we are a group of Christians. We don't care what church you go to, whether it's Methodist, Baptist, whatever. It might be 2 members in your congregation. We don't care about none of that.
All right.
So what we do is we come together. We have mimes, gospel rap artists. We have singers. We have praise and worship dancers. And we just go to different churches, different communities, just spreading our testimony through music and dance. Everything we do is for the children, for the kids. I mean, we do stuff for grown-ups too, but we really cater to the kids because they are our next generation. Right. So we're having an event August the 25th. I'm going to let B-Trill give you a little information on that.
Okay, go ahead, B-Trill.
So it's August 25th. It's called the Gospel Hip Hop Extravaganza. It's going to be at Historic Fair Park.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure everybody knows where the Texas State Fair is. Well, that's where it's going to be held, at the African American Arts Museum. So just letting y'all know, it is a free event, but you can't bring any food. You can't bring any coolers. There will be selling food there that you could buy. You know what I'm saying? Bring your chairs, towels if you want to sit on it. There's just gonna be a lot of movement going on. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a great time. The actual address is 3536 Grand Avenue, Dallas, Texas 75210. So the actual festival begins at 10 a.m.
Right.
And we'll be actually performing at 4 p.m.
Right.
So, come anywhere between that time, but you definitely want to be here by 4 p.m.
Man, you don't want to miss it, man. It's going to be epic. We have artists like Nia.
Shout out to Nia.
Shout out to my girl Nia. My girl Nia, man, she just came back from Atlanta, I think it was. Vegas, I'm sorry. Okay. She's a Game Changer artist too. So we all travel. We do a lot of stuff. We got Stephen Q gonna be there. He an artist, gospel singer. He do a lot of shows.
Steven's been on the show.
He was actually on TV. I can't think of what radio station he was on TV on. We got Seven, another gospel artist. We got 8 Times 2 and Deja, a brother and sister duo. I think Deja is 18 and her brother might be 15.
Oh, okay.
So that's what they bringing for the kids. We got Josiah Kaylee. We got my boy B-Trill. We got Bo Sticky, Big Ricky, Mr. Shut the Church Down. And your boy Spellman gonna be there, man. Look, I told y'all on Facebook the food was free. I was misled.
We got a liar in the building, guys.
But there is food.
There is food. So let me clear that up for y'all. Come to me talking about, Spellman, you said the food. No, the food ain't free. So come out, have fun with Game Changers, man. It's gonna be epic. Fair Park, big stage.
Already. So one thing that I just kind of gave y'all a little church camp story. But one thing that the speaker of the church camp said to the children is that y'all are not our future church. Y'all are our present church. So we got to sow into them.
Ain't no doubt, man.
So that they can lead their lives accordingly.
Because you got to look at it, man. I don't mean to step on no toes, but like when we were growing up, I know we all over age. Wasn't nobody wearing no tight pants,
to church.
No, I'm just saying like the rappers. And that's what the kids look up to, man. The kids look up to rappers dudes wearing blouses and purses and and that's what my kids look up to, bro. Like my kids, who is Dexter? Who is all these peoples that they
Famous
listen
Dex.
to? So you know what I'm talking about.
I'm in radio, so it's my job.
Yeah. so that's what my son listened to. So that's one thing that I do. Like I say, I'm geeked up for my Jesus, but I still gotta be a father to my kids. I can't be all hard on them. So I listen to the music that they listen to, but I try to give them an alternative to listen to music to listen to.
So you gonna go buy you some skinny jeans?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
No.
All right. So listen, we're gonna get into another song, "Dreams Unfolded." Now, Beatrice, go ahead and introduce "Dreams Unfolded."
So "Dreams Unfold" to me is really just me talking about my dreams unfolding. Like, you know, there's a lot of people that don't believe in your dream, don't believe in your vision, they don't agree with you, and just like, homie, step back, watch my dreams unfold. Like, you don't have to be with me, but step back and watch it happen then.
Amen.
And so it's just me talking about that, and I hope you love me for being me and not the rapper that I hope to be. You feel me?
Hey.
Right on.
Church.
Yeah.
Well, we going into the video. You ain't got to say nothing.
Everything that I dreamed about was all a dream until I made it happen. I know this ain't the ideal life, but it started out when I started rapping. Being real, I had to break the shell, had to face my fears when they thought I fell. God said he got a plan for me. If you don't believe, go check for yourself. Gotta grind, you gotta put in work like anybody else on this earth. God said he got a plan for me. I know it's greater than what I deserve. I know it sounds a bit cliche, but homie, God made me this way. I've been the same since day one, ain't none changed. I'm still the same. I've been around some gangsters, I've been around some strangers. I've been around a lot of dead people trying to break me down cause they aimless. I've been around some traitors, I've been around some fakers, but God had a different plan for me, man, he kept me out of all danger. Step back, he kept me out of all danger. Dreams unfold. Hey, he kept me out. Yeah. Step back and watch as my dreams unfold. Lord, I know you're in control. Give me peace and free my soul. Walk with me so I'm not alone. I try to please everyone I love, but I stopped it all cause I had enough. People only seem to hit me up when they need me or they need some. My heart was crushed, so I deal with trust. When it comes to friends, I be giving up. I can see right through your motives. If you come to me, you better lose a front. Everybody wanna get a piece. I don't mind with sharing if you're close to me. I know there's still people who don't believe, but I know this is where I'm supposed to be. God got me and I'm free. I don't need nobody else approaching me. I hope you love me for being me and not the rapper that I hope to be. Step back, watch my dreams unfold. Step back and watch as my dreams unfold. Lord, I know you're in control. Give me peace and free my soul. Walk with me so I'm not alone. I've walked in the shadows, I've walked in the trench. I walked with you, Lord, what's better than this? I've been on my own, so I lack into risk. And meeting fake people, cause they'll be my death. I might lose my focus and wanna be rich. And act like my faith will never exist. Feel some conviction, but don't feel convinced. Keep me away from the ones throwing bricks. Keep me away from the ones throwing bricks.
Keep me away from the ones throwing bricks.
Keep me away from the ones throwing bricks.
Keep me away from the ones throwing bricks.
All right. We are back, and that was "Dreams Unfolded" by our boy B Trill. Thank you, B Trill, for that dope hit. Guys, we're going to get ready to close out this interview. You have made it so easy for us, but we want y'all to take this time to tell us where our listeners can find you. Any special projects that y'all have coming up that y'all want us to know about, now is the time for you to tell them.
Cool.
Go ahead, be true.
So, I currently just finished recording a full project. It's an EP. I'll be releasing on iTunes, Spotify, any social media platform you can find it on. I'm currently working on getting a venue for an album release party. I don't have a set date yet, but I'm looking forward to somewhere in September. So I'm really praying for that. The EP is actually called Incrementum. Now, incrementum is actually Latin for growth, because I feel like this is a season where I'm trying to grow in every area of my life, whether it's my career, my music, my relationships, my goals, and my spiritual walk with Jesus, you know. You can find me on Instagram as Brian with the Y, Bryan 24 Ramirez with the Z. You can find me on YouTube that way, that the same way. You can find me on SoundCloud that way. You can find me on Facebook that way. And you know, I'm just really looking forward to this album release party. The Game Changers event, the hip hop extravaganza is gonna be on the 25th.
Yeah.
At 4 p.m. you want to be there for show. So you know what I'm saying? I'm really hoping that this album release party goes well. And I'll be giving more information on that whenever I have something. So we'll be more in touch with that later on.
Yeah.
That way.
So with me, man, I really don't have no social media, so I'm gonna just say I'm on Facebook, Spellman Lewis. You can follow me or find me in the streets. That's where I'm at, man.
You can follow him or find him.
Or find me
in the street.
In the streets.
That says geeked up.
Look for the shirt that say geeked up for my Jesus, man.
You can
I'm out
find
there.
me in the streets, but don't follow me, dog. We got a whole problem. A whole problem.
I got so shout out to my PR guy Steve Donahue, man. I gotta put him out there, man. Shout out to Steve.
Mr. Donahue.
So we got the Mayor's Homeless concert going on coming up. We got Love for Kids concert coming up. We got the Harambe Fest concert coming up.
Wait, is that the gorilla?
No.
Harambe?
Harambe.
Harambe.
It's
Harambe.
African for something.
Google it.
Okay,
It happens every year. Google it.
Yeah, I was there last year.
I was just I thought it was the.
It's
the
close.
gorilla
I think
that
it's
got-
I think it's similar, if not the same.
Okay.
To the gorilla?
Yeah, there was a gorilla that got killed
The name.
in Dallas Zoo. They put him down. Had to put him down because he got out.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, his name
I'm
was.
just saying, like you said Harambe, and I was thinking like, then that nigga. I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, Black. Yeah.
The Jamboree concert coming up, man, and Game Changers. We have an open mic night here at the African American Museum. So y'all just look up Game Changers on Facebook. GAME Changers.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spell it out. Y'all figure it out.
All right.
And
Game
to
Changers
answer-
is a dope movement. We want to thank Spellman and B Trill for coming through the building. Thank you to Mr. Donahue. Mr. Donahue has done a lot of stuff for Villa Koola.
You gonna step on the camera?
Shouts out to Mr.
Come on
Donahue.
over here.
A couple of his artists. He's a behind the scenes
the
type
scenes.
guy. You
Well,
can
I
feel
was
his
trying.
presence,
I
though.
mean, y'all can't fault me for trying.
Good try.
Shout out to Mr. Donahue.
Yeah.
Mr. Donahue has actually gave our boy Moses some opportunities to perform, which he will be performing
Who's
today.
actually today performing.
Today,
yeah,
so at the African American Museum, if any of y'all have time, get to that event. He's there, so we're hoping that the relationship continues to grow with Mr. Donahue and Villa Koola Radio. We're ready for the next couple of artists, Mr. Donahue, so go ahead and get them on the calendar because you know we stay booked around the block. So whenever it's time for Game Changer, y'all just don't know what I did to move some stuff around to get y'all here today.
Well, we
so
appreciate
shout out
it,
to
man.
y'all for coming through the building.
We appreciate
The
it.
interviews with the Game Changer artists are probably some of our best interviews.
Yeah. Y'all know how
So
it
I
is,
have to
man.
give it to y'all because we are
We bring
always
the
just like,
noise.
we got to be on our P's and Q's and be respectful. But then once y'all step into the building, it's like y'all break them walls down so quickly for us. So we thank y'all for making it easy for the block.
Right. We
I like to
appreciate
tell
it.
all the artists who come through the building and do interviews with us. After that first interview, guys, y'all are like family. So whenever you have a project coming out, whenever you have a hit getting ready, that EP, when that EP is ready to actually hit, be Trill, I'm expecting for you to send it to our email so we can get it played on the block. All
Whenever
right?
y'all need a feature from Black, just go ahead and hit me up.
I can use an intro.
He
or
moonlights
two,
as a
man.
rapper.
I
so.
got you, bro. You gonna have to give me time because y'all gospel artists, so I gotta write that out. Right? There ain't no
All right, guys,
freestyling
so we're
with that
gonna
one.
get ready to go into a quick commercial break. I'm sorry, we're getting ready to get into our last video by our boy B Trill. right? B Trill. Glow. So B Trill, go ahead and take this time to introduce your video. But I want to take one more moment. Remember, next Saturday, August 25th, Game Changers and Friends. Sounds like it's going to be a dope event going down. So y'all go and check it out at the African American Museum right down at the Fair Park. You don't want to miss it. Go ahead and introduce your video, B Trill.
So Glow is really a song that I made for my dream girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, you know, like...
Wait, what?
Like, Glow is a love song I made for my dream girl, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all gotta see it.
I have never heard a gospel love song.
That's why they're called Game Changers.
Game Changers.
First of all,
Game
you
Changers.
down there, don't be yelling at me. I was telling him
just saying,
how
wake
I
up.
had never
Stay
heard
woke.
it.
Stay woke.
I wasn't tripping about it. I was just saying, hey,
God
that's
said to
innovative.
love.
That is a game changer because I ain't never heard a gospel
I like
love
that.
song except for people singing about their love for Jesus.
You make them go, what?
Exactly. And as you can see, I'm trying to step out of the box. I don't like staying.
No,
in
you
the
all the
box.
way out the box right there. You are out of the box. It ain't no box. The box is in your mind, fam. It ain't no box. You're out of there.
So yeah, I mean, it's a song I made. I made it with a purpose, just to show like, you know what, like, yeah, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian man, but that don't mean I can't make a love song for a girl. Like, it ain't gotta talk about, you know, having sex or, you know, having any lustful thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? It's more just like, hey, girl, I can see through pure eyes, but girl, you bad though. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know you bad. So
Bro, you know what?
it is.
You should start playing this on your first date. Like, y'all go out, you turn on the radio and stuff, you just pop that in real quick. Like,
oh man, my shorty know what's up.
I love you.
My shorty know what's up.
I love Jesus.
All right, so we're going to get ready to play Glow. Thank you, B Trill and Spellman and Mr. Donahue and the whole Game Changers and friends for coming through and sharing your talents, your gifts, your abilities, all of that with us.
And your time.
And your time. We definitely appreciate you guys. And this is Glow. Check it out. Go and share this video. Do it. Go follow them. All that. We'll be right back.
Hey, girl, I love Jesus.
Beauty in your soul, you're a blessing. Beautiful, you glow, you're perfection. Beauty in your soul, you're a blessing. You're beautiful and golden. You're beautiful and golden. I'm nothing like your last man. Me and dude got nothing in comparison. You can be my Cinderella, I'ma pull up in the drop top. We can hop up in a chariot. Let's kick it off with some laughs and sweets. Let's make tonight be a masterpiece. I know you said you're not a freak. Well, baby girl, that's fine with me. No need for apologies. Now, honestly, I'd be lying if I said I didn't care what tonight would lead. But I know we need some modesty, so we can keep it PG and it won't even bother me. Baby girl, you look astonishing. You like a flower when it's blossoming. All that beauty needs some honoring. Make a brother get on one knee and hit you with a diamond ring. Make my mother say she's proud of me. We can do just what you wanna, we can go where you wanna go. Baby, I'll take you to Egypt. You can live up in the States and take it down to the islands on the coast of one of those beaches. On the coast of Costa Rica with a queen, I'll be your Caesar. Yo, bad girl, I need you. Yo, bad girl, I need you, yeah. Beauty in your soul, you're a blessing. Beautiful, you glow, you're perfection. Beauty in your soul, you're a blessing. You're beautiful and golden. You're beautiful and golden. Now I'ma tell you straight up, I could care less if you got no makeup. I know what you look like when you're all done, but I'd rather see you glow like when you wake up. Beauty in your heart and soul, you shine bright like a pot of gold. You ain't gotta rock designer clothes. You ain't gotta be competing with no other girl. Cause baby, you're the one I want. Yeah, you're the one I want. You're the one I see. You can be my queen, and I'll be your king. You're one of a kind, and girl, you shine. Baby girl, you glow. Girl, you're more than a dime, and you're more than just fine. Baby, you should know that there's beauty in your soul. You're a blessing. Beautiful, you glow, you're perfection. Beauty in your soul, you're a blessing. You're beautiful and golden.
what you know.
All right. We are back, and that was the dope interview session with B Trill and our boy Spellman from Game Changers. Guys, go check them out. We'll be posting their information later on in the throughout the week. Cutting up their interviews, putting out pictures. Those are some dope gospel artists. It's not what you think. Go check them out. Black, you ready? Are you even paying attention?
Yes.
No. All right, guys.
There's a lot going on for me right now.
All right, so we're going to get ready to get into our next topic. This one is quite interesting, might I say. A ramen noodle heist. Someone has chosen to steal some ramen noodles. So, in Fayette County.
You call it ramen noodles? I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just asking because I say ramen noodles. But like,
I don't even say
ramen.
I say noodles.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I need some noodles.
All
right, so deputies are investigating a string of thefts that include 5 car break-ins, 1 stolen motorcycle, and 1 high-dollar heist of ramen noodles.
Them damn noodles.
Nearly $100,000 worth of ramen noodles was sitting in a large trailer parked at a Chevron store on Georgia Highway 85 North. Deputies said 53-foot trailer carrying the noodle freight was stolen between July 25th and August 1st. The sheriff said the trailers were secured at the time.
Real quick.
What would you...
D Forbes, do me a favor, bro. I need you to calculate how many fucking packages of noodles that is. $100,000 and they 25 cents a piece. We need to know how many fucking noodles that is, fam, because that is a lot of noodles.
But what would you do with if you got a trailer, a 53 foot? What would you do with all of those noodles?
I mean, damn.
You could feed the you could feed the world.
When they say for just 19
we are
cents
the world.
Nigga, you could feed a lot of homeless ass people with them noodles. $100,000 worth. I'm still tripping on that. That's a lot of noodles, fam.
Maybe the person didn't know what exactly was in.
That's 400,000 packs of noodles.
Wow.
And I bet they got different flavors. You got the chicken, the creamy chicken, the beef, the chili, the shrimp, oriental. I did say shrimp. Like, that's a lot of noodles. Why did you take them noodles?
So are you here for it?
I'm trying to find them.
I'm trying to find them too.
Like, just give me.
Because I don't want to keep giving my money to the stores. Now I want to give my money to the heist who stole all the noodles. Like,
that's a lot of fucking noodles.
That's a come up.
I can't even.
Now that's a lick right there. I'll drive straight to South Dallas, West Dallas, East Dallas, Fourth Ward, Fifth Ward, all
the
that.
projects,
I got noodles for days.
Say, I got them noodles.
Everybody needs some noodles.
Bro, come up in an ice cream truck with the little music playing. They say, you got ice cream? Nah, but I got them noodles, though. How many packs you want? I give you 5 for $1.
5 for $1.
Man,
that's
a
5
lot
for $1. That's a
lot
of.
Okay, what did the other cars get stolen from?
Huh?
The other cars, 5 car break-ins, right?
Yeah.
And they stole a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And then they stole noodles.
And then they stole.
You know what? Maybe they didn't steal the noodles on purpose.
I don't think they did.
Maybe they just saw a truck that had a trailer on it.
Yeah.
And they was like, let's take this. And then when they opened it up, it was like, oh, it's full of noodles.
Yeah. That's a lick. You done call it a lick.
Kind of like the truck of cigarettes on, what was that, Eddie Murphy?
And you know what, though? I feel like that's better.
Yeah.
Because you can sell some Newports 50 cents a piece and come up. Right. Some noodles, like, that's very low profit margin. And, nigga, who you going to, like, besides people on the streets, who you going to sell them to?
To the jailhouses.
But then they going to catch your dumb ass.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They already got their hookup.
Like, noodles?
Well, they wouldn't need commissary. Someone could smuggle them in.
How you gonna smuggle some noodles in?
Hey,
like
crunch them up.
And boy, most of the shit they smuggle in through their booty. And by that time, the noodles gonna be all fluffy and shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some convicts that probably won't even matter.
That's just nasty.
And why do we always go to the booty
I don't
subject
know.
with you?
That be y'all.
First of all, that's how people smuggle shit in through their ass or through their vagina.
I know.
Like that's how you say it. Like they smuggle other shit in. That's just where I was like, how else can you smuggle it in? They make you spread and cough and all that good kind of shit. I don't know. I ain't never been to jail.
What's up, Absolute?
Shout out to Absolute.
You
Shout
chimed
out
in
to
at the
Luke.
wrong time, Absolute.
Yeah.
Wrong.
All right, guys. So we're gonna get ready to go into a quick commercial break. We have some bills to pay.
We gonna fix some noodles.
We finna go fix some noodles. It take about 6 minutes to fix noodles in the microwave, but I'm not a microwave noodle girl. I like mine straight on the stove. How do you like yours?
5 minutes in the microwave, I'm good. 5 minutes in the microwave, I'm chilling.
They don't be crunchy?
No, they don't be crunchy. They be good. I go in there, I put some seasoning salt, some garlic salt, and maybe some pepper or something. Throw them things in the microwave. Go find a channel with TV to watch, and then by the time
what
I
do you
do that,
put in your? What else do you? Because some people, I've seen people add pickle
onions.
juice, cheese.
Nah, I add onions, throw my own little seasonings in that, and then, like I said, go put them in the microwave, go do something, come back, and then I'm good.
All right.
Alrighty.
Well, guess what?
We have time for some K-Files.
It's time for some K-Files. That's a good drop.
That's great.
This nigga's scared.
Okay, it is about that time.
It is.
Today, I want to talk about something that I've been trying to ponder over for quite some time. And that is, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of such a thing, or after we get into it, we'll believe such a thing. But this is the K-Files, right?
Mm-hmm.
That it is.
These are the factuals on the actuals that no one is actually talking about, right? So, with that, let's get into something really crazy, right?
All right.
Have you guys ever thought of what it would be like to see out of someone else's eyes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have too. And I think that the aliens have these capabilities to do these things. Because remember,
the Titans.
What I always say. Shouts out to Denzel. The aliens always know what you're gonna do, before you do it, and they can read your thoughts and all of that stuff. So this kind of plays along that same line of thinking. Okay, so with that, let's get into it. I have here. I'm trying to look it up here. Let me go. Give me a second. I wasn't quite ready to pull my stuff up here. Give me a second here. Let's get into something. Let me get it here. Sorry. Called perspective taking.
Okay. Which means that they're taking your perspective. Hey.
Okay, so quickly, perspective taking. This is Wikipedia. Perspective taking.
Here we go to Wikipedia.
I have to give you the actuals on the factuals.
They actually know what it's talking about.
Okay. All
Except
right.
for
Wikipedia. Okay, here we go. Perspective taking is the act of perceiving a situation or understanding a concept from an alternative point of view, such as that of another individual. Excuse me. There is a vast amount of scientific literature that has looked at perspective taking and suggests that it is crucial to a human's development.
We do it every day, though.
You are right. So, theory of the mind is the ability to attribute mental states, beliefs, intents, desires, emotions, knowledge, etc., to oneself and to another's. Okay, these are just concepts of going along with perspective taking. Okay, so let me pull something up. Let me get your opinion real quick, Stephanie Love Black on the Block, on what we're talking about here. Are you going for this? Do you think this is really something that people can do, or what's your opinion so far on this?
My thought of perspective taking is not really an outer body experience or nothing like that. It's just you putting yourself in somebody else's shoes, essentially.
Good. You're great. That's a great answer. You're absolutely correct. Stephanie Love.
I agree with Black.
Okay.
Sad to say.
When does that ever happen?
So, in all its essence, perspective taking is being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and see from their perspective. Okay, it's taking away all selfishness. You are egocentric if you do not have the ability to place yourself in someone else's shoes or feel empathy for them. Okay, you are egocentric. You are all about self. You're all about your self perspection. Okay. To wrap this up, there is a movie called Being John Malkovich. Anybody heard of that?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Go check it out. Cameron Diaz is in it. Bunch of other people. In the movie, there is a portal that this guy finds in his office. And once you go into this portal, he enters into this famous person, John Malkovich's body, and is able to see through his eyes. Okay? So I'm going to play a real clip. It's about a minute long. It's about the actuals on the factuals of being able to see through somebody else's lenses.
The Oculus Rift is primarily being pitched as a device for playing games, but it can be used in sociological experiments as well. Take a look at this little video from The Verge.
For half an hour, I was someone else. I was a woman. I was a stranger. I stared down at the clay mask I held in my hands, struggling to comprehend how those hands, which were clearly not mine, were allowing me to feel its curves and cracks. As I glanced at the mirror in front of me, my new lip piercing glimmered under the harsh fluorescent lights. This was not a video game. This was the machine to be another.
So basically they put 2 Oculus Rifts and 2 cameras on different people and had them see out of the eyes of the other, which is cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I wish that you could feel what they were feeling.
Exactly. Well, what they tried to do there was have them do the same thing, so there's...
Okay. That's all I need for you to see. The Oculus Rift is an actual device that they have. Parent company, Facebook. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was Samsung, actually.
They went into a partnership with Samsung to innovate the Rift.
Got you.
The Oculus. And but basically this VR company was bought out by Facebook for like $2.3 billion.
Okay.
And so then they got into some other stuff. So I just wanted to play that to let you guys know that the technology actually exists.
All right.
So the movie, the reason why I bring that up is because before the VR stuff came out, this movie came out in '99, and when I saw it, it started. I believe that they create these movies because they can actually do these things. Excuse me.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. Most of the movies that have been produced, they've already had the technology to do the shit that they see in the movie.
Right. So when you see the movie and you enter in somebody else's body and you're able to see out their eyes, you're just thinking it's a movie when in actuality, they can actually do these things. So that's why I feel like the aliens know what you're going to do before you do it, what you say before you say it, where you're going to go before you're going to go, because they have this ability to see through your eyes.
Well, why didn't they tell me that I was going to get in a fucking wreck? Then I would have just not went to work.
It's not their job to tell you.
But they could have helped the nigga out.
Anyway, that's your K-file.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go into a quick commercial break.
I ain't going nowhere.
Well, the aliens
I'm
are
mad
see
at them.
They see it through your perspective.
Where's E.T.? I need him to come holler at me, fam.
Use your perspective-taking capabilities.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go into a quick commercial break. We got to take a little breather from that K-Files.
Man.
And we'll be right back. Stay
A
tuned.
positive vibe will push you to truly strive, push you beyond the limits you set for yourself inside. Positive thinking complete with positive word. The brokenness in the hood, me and you must repair. My only enemy is negative energy. It's like a sickness, but PVO is the remedy. We stay awoke and never ignore the obvious. I'm selling hope. When you see me, you know it's positive.
Listen. 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 Listen.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Go check her out on Instagram at lturner88 or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
Hey guys, it's your girl Stephanie Love from the block. This is me and my co-host Blizzard Black every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch us live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and also your one and only VillaCoolerRadio.com. Every week, we're sure to provide you with raw, hilarious, and uncut discussions, and also exclusive interviews from local artists. Class is now dismissed. That was good.
Yeah. It's your boy, Mr. IOTBA, Mr. 214, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. That's me. Say, man, this Wednesday night between 8 and 9 p.m. Central Time, I want everybody from the 214 to across the pond to tune in on Villa Koola. That's my new radio home. Y'all see it right here under the description, Villa Koola. Man, y'all know how I'm rocking, man. I'm on that bullshit again.
Beef. All right, guys, we are back. This is the block, the flyest talk show to ever trend. We kind of just booted the other slogan out, bringing it back to the streets.
Well, y'all never really put it out there.
Yeah, we did. It's underneath our logo.
No, I mean y'all
How
never
dare
really
you?
like.
You and the aliens.
No, like what you're doing now. You always make it a point to say the fly is.
Because it's like it's
But that's what I mean. Before you wasn't saying that with the other ones.
all right.
You got to go back and look.
Shout out to the block that's bringing it back to the streets every
Oh,
Saturday from 11
ready.
a.m. to 1 p.m.
Ain't that what our shirt say?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's y'all official.
So guess what? I have a
slogan.
question. This question has continuously came up on Facebook as a discussion. So I thought it was necessary to bring it to the block today. So who eats first? If you're living in a perfect home where there is a man of the house, and there happen to be children, whether you share them whether they're yours together, or he's a stepdad, he's a boyfriend, what have you, he's the man of the house. Whether he's broke, whether he's providing, he's the man of the house, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, according to Chris Rock, wasn't that Chris Rock with the big piece of chicken skit? Who was that? Y'all
Black
might
don't
be
know.
too
He was
young
too
for
young.
that, yeah.
Black was too young.
Was I? I'm sorry with your old ass.
All right, hey, old and spunky.
Spunky. Who uses
All right,
that word?
so the question is, who eats first? If mom, the lady of the house, has cooked dinner, who gets their plate first? The kids or the men?
They all get them at the same time.
As men, who do you expect for the woman of the house to feed first?
Really?
Do you feel some type of way?
The way I was
Okay.
raised, it was kids and women first. So like, if she cooks and we got kids in the house, like, go ahead and get the kids fed so that we don't have to be running around. Like if you're a parent, you don't. Of course, one parent shouldn't just be doing everything. So let's go ahead and get the kids settled so that they can eat, and while they're eating, like, yeah, you can bring me a plate and you can have your plate, or fix our plates at the same time and bring both our plates. Like,
All right.
I'm not. To me, it really don't. It don't matter. Like, if
Well, do you be surprised that it does
no,
matter?
I
to
see,
some?
but like, it's to me, it's like feed the kids. Like,
the kids.
I'm not about to die of starvation and no shit like that. Like, it's not a big deal to me. Now, if you you take your ass in there, you cook, and then you fix you a plate, and then come back talking about the food ready.
Oh, okay. So that could be okay. So
Like,
Kim,
hey,
if she fixes the kids, so is that a problem? If she feeds herself and the kids and just allows the man to,
yeah,
fix his own plate.
yeah,
That's blasphemous.
Yeah, that's a whole big problem.
That's a fight.
Well, see, in my case, I always ask. Sometimes, don't I ask majority of the times, like, "Hey, food's ready. Are you ready to eat?"
Okay, I got one for you. Got to go to the ex-fiance.
Of course.
Okay.
Perfect scenario.
Okay, so at the ex-fiance's mom's house, which would be my ex-mother-in-law, right? She was fixing
almost mother-in-law.
my ex-mother-in-law.
If she was an ex-fiance, not ex-wife, then she was your
I mean,
ex
you know what I'm
almost
saying.
mother-in-law.
You know what I'm saying. Her mom. We was at her mama's house. So her mother was cooking dinner, and ex-fiance was not going to fix my plate.
Whoa.
And her mom noticed this, and her mom pulled her to the side, and I heard her. She made sure I heard her, like, check her. She was like, "Fix your man a plate."
So if a woman doesn't fix her man a plate on the regular, does he
That's
in the back of his mind, is it disrespectful?
It depends on the individual. I mean, to me,
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking of it like that. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I would have got up and fixed my own plate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was cool that she looked
Yeah,
out for me
yeah,
and
like,
checked her
it's
like
like,
that. You know, so.
Don't make this shit a habit. Gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
But nah, like, it's as
Well,
far as
I think that it varies.
It
Like
varies
me
with the
in
person, most
particular,
definitely.
in my situation, my man is not always ready to eat when the kids and I are ready to eat. You know, but if he happens to tell me, "Hey, can you make me something to drink? Can you make my plate?" I think I do. I don't say no. Like, nah,
Well,
nigga, you gonna make your own plate.
Right. And
But in some cases, they're not always ready. I mean, especially if you're not sitting down at a dinner table like the
Okay,
ideal
so-
white picket fence family
I'm
all
thinking-
together. I mean, it just kind of like,
I'm thinking on some shit like, okay, if there's food available and you ask and the dude is like, nah, I'm good, or I'll get something later, it's cool. Like, but as far as back to the kids versus the man, feed the kids first. To me, I say it all the time. I love the kids, so go ahead and take care of the kids. Like,
because you normally have to do more when
now,
you feed the kids.
Don't take care of the kids and yourself and not me.
I think that's the natural order. The kids always are made to eat first.
But you don't want cousin Faith to
Right.
be fixing your man a plate.
But since
Right?
you have never heard the
Or your
skit,
sister.
according to, I believe it was Chris Rock, he had a joke about eating at the the family eating at the dinner table, and he was like, the man should always get the big piece of chicken. You know, no matter how much chicken you get, the big piece of chicken belongs to the man, you know. So I would think that after everybody eats or digs in, that, yeah, the man he finally goes in and gets his,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? As long as the correct
Well,
proportions
yeah.
are still
I
available.
think that way. I'm always like, save the big pork chop for, you know,
Right.
dad.
There you go.
So,
There
no,
you go.
we get the little puny ones.
There you go.
Well, I mean,
so.
and, sometimes I know I've done it just as a man, just like, oh, the big one's for you.
Yeah.
Nah, you good. You can have the big
Nah,
one.
the big one's always for the man of the
You
house.
can have the big one. I'll take the two little ones because it's going to amount to more than the big one.
All right, well, there you have it from a man's perspective, ladies. Fix your man. Start fixing your man a plate.
Fix your man a plate.
Fix your man a plate. You can feed the kids first, but fix your man a plate. we're gonna get ready to
Unless
get
you didn't buy
into
the groceries.
Look, just fix all y'all plates at the same time and just start passing them out. It works a lot smoother.
Just juggle them and be like, hey, everybody, come get your plates. All right, guys, we're getting ready to get into On Point by our boy Kobe Savage. Shout out to Kobe Savage.
Kobe Savage.
Villa, Koola, yeah, we do it the Koola way, yeah, yeah, But I'm on point, yeah, I'm on point. I stay on my P's and Q's, wear my shoes once. Tell me how you feel, tell me how it feels. Everybody fake, ain't nobody real. So I'm on point, so I'm on point. I stay on my P's and Q's, wear my shoes once. So I'm on point, so I'm on point. I stay on my P's and Q's, wear my shoes once. Yeah. Life is such a roller coaster, buckle up. Every night I say a prayer for everyone I love. And when I make it, bro, I'm taking every one of us. Everyone who struggled with me, we was in the mud. Chasing paper, wishing acres could belong to me. So many haters, but I'm favored, so I'm ghost to see. Once you break them bad cycles, failure won't proceed. Know what you want, you possess, you got it with ease. Mind power, no wasting divine hours. We tasting the Lord's fruit, the gutter we climbed out of. Word to Marley, I'm recording my redemption song. I live according to his will, I was a vagabond. Now that the flow has been valued, they wanna tag along. I never tag him in pictures, they got the picture wrong. I know you picture me losing, but I am truly strong. Picture me cruising, it's something to see me in a zone. I'm Jordan back in 9-7. I battled them weapons form, still survived 7. Legendary lifestyle, we eat till we full. I'm never worried, even though I'm a sheep with the wolves. It's necessary that you bury all negative bull. Adversary scheming on you, stay ready to pull. I'm lion-hearted, God told me that I'm a target. Your purpose is such a threat, they want me inside a coffin. But I'm on point, yeah, I'm on point. I stay on my P's and Q's, wear my shoes once. Tell me how you feel, tell me how it feels. Everybody fake, ain't nobody real. So I'm on point, so I'm on point. I stay on my P's and Q's, wear my shoes once. So I'm on point, so I'm on point. I stay on my P's and Q's, wear my shoes once. How we beefing from social sites? We used to be social and kick it every night. Friends ain't friends, where the love go? I carry my company like a tugboat. Beware the company that you keep. Some niggas is 40 and still asleep. I need me no audience when I speak. Any issues with family is kept discreet. But I'm on point, yeah, I'm on point. I stay on my P's and Q's, wear my shoes once. But I'm on point, I stay on point. On my P's and Q's, wear my shoes once. Yeah. Point. On my P's and Q's, wear my shoes once. Yeah.
All right, we are back. This is your girl, Stephanie Love. You are now tuned into The Block, the flyest talk show to ever trend, that every Saturday we bringing it back to the streets.
Our anniversary coming up.
What's coming up?
The Block's anniversary is
Repeat
coming
that again?
up. The Block's birthday / anniversary is coming up.
The Block's live concert celebrating their 52nd episode. See, get in tune.
You didn't like the way I said it?
No.
I felt like the listeners
We got
liked
some
it.
dope artists on the lineup, though. I have to say that. I think Villa Koola Radio, The Block Radio, we're finna get ready to put on the livest concert. We don't just have anybody on the lineup. I just want you to know that. So be sure to check out The Block's live concert celebrating our 52nd episode. We will be getting ready to hit a year for September 2nd officially. I've been doing this thing. I've been stuck with this black man that's sitting next to me for a whole year, y'all.
Hey,
It's been a long motherfucking road. Let me tell you. Let's make that a motherfucking
You know how it started out?
You know?
What a beautiful chocolate man.
It started off as that.
Remember
Then
that?
it's like,
Remember
get
that drop?
this motherfucker right now.
Hey, I'm here. I'm her.
Barely.
I'm her. You hear me? Do you hear me? Because I'm her.
He hear you.
Already.
You have never missed a Saturday. Though.
I have not. No,
Last
I
man
almost missed
standing.
one.
You've been like,
you know.
ooh, you've been like real close.
And I think we owe you like a dinner or something. But like both of y'all, I think we need to treat y'all like dinner or drinks or something for your 1-year anniversary. Or something.
No, that's really don't say that's just for us. Because that's for
work.
everybody.
Actually.
That's work.
That's work. I mean, y'all get to let
We're gonna still
let
have
your
to
hair
be
down.
there working. So.
Well, either way,
What did you just talk about in K-Files? Perspective
taking.
Perspective taking, Marcus.
You have to place yourself in someone else's
Please.
shoes and look through their lenses
Please.
to understand.
Do you see how Cam doing you right now, bro?
Humble yourself.
Hey, look, I didn't say nothing about nothing. I was just saying I'm here.
Speak your mind.
Well, I
You've
am
been here
speaking
for
my
a whole
mind, nigga.
damn year.
I'm here. I'm here.
Don't get to this. You've been in this too long to be tongue-tied now.
Man, say
You can speak your mind. We are the block.
Why
raw
we
and uncut.
are not supposed to have a meeting on the show. We are on the show right now having a meeting.
All right, so
I would love dinner. Appreciate the party. We about to turn the fuck up. Let's go.
I appreciate the party. Don't get me wrong.
So, relationship hot topics. Can you hit that for me?
Cam brought it up.
Let's talk love and sex.
We're going to have to get a new drop. I'll
confused.
have to do that for you. Stephanie was confused. She's like, love and sex. It's relationship hot topics. Okay, so relationship hot topics, formerly known as love and sex, with your boy Black. Question. And I'm going to pose it to you. Speaking of topics, which topic do you know that needs to be talked about in a relationship, but you hate talking about the most?
I'm going to make this simple for you. Sex.
Ooh, and I was thinking finance.
Finance is finance, but to make it a little easy, sex.
Okay.
Because, sex all around. Like,
Wait.
I
no.
feel like
no, I don't know
neither
sex all
one
around.
should
I need sex
it's
all
always
around.
awkward when you have to ask for sex.
Okay. When you're in a relationship, it's awkward as shit to have to.
Now you know how a man
schedule
feels
sex.
all the time.
Like, hey, are
Well,
we
no,
fucking tonight?
Perspective, what?
Taking.
So a woman also feels horrible when she has to ask. A woman should never have to ask. It should just be like.
So
just
you saying the woman
natural.
dictates when sex happens?
Huh?
The woman dictates when sex happens?
No, nobody should dictate. It should just be a natural flow.
So if I turn over at 2:42 in the morning and you got to be at work at 4 in the morning, it should happen.
You just
Sex
gonna get interrupted.
early in the morning makes the work day a lot more breezy for me. I just have to say. So, hey, if you got to wake me up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I swear I'm going to have, I sleep a little better just that last hour, that last 2 hours, and then I wake up all perky. Hey, good morning, sunshine.
So
How are
you want your nigga to rock you back to sleep like the
Man.
Chris Brown song.
I mean, that's the best sex. Like right before you got to go to work, and one of y'all is still asleep.
That's it right there. Right before you got to pee.
And the other one got to get it.
Right before you got to pee. You don't
right
even
before
got to get up to go
they got to
pee.
go. Yeah, man.
Bro, I be on some shit. I be ready to just lay there. I'm like, fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody gonna be tired and still sleep, but they still gonna get it.
Hey, whenever the demon rises.
The demon? It gotta be a demon? I might be saying my prayers while we.
I mean, it just kind of fit for what I was thinking at the time. I
Lord,
don't know.
thank you for this day.
Yes.
Thank you for last night's lying down.
And this morning's rising.
Morning's early
no
morning
pun
rise.
intended.
We going to hell. We going to hell.
No, we're
But
not.
no, sex. But then also finance. I would have to say the most awkward conversation that I've ever had to have, if I have to narrow it down, would be finance, because when you have to talk about finances, something is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have to really just sit down and talk about it, and versus saying, okay, hey, this bill is due today. Okay, let's pay it, period. Go on your separate ways. Go to work. Have a great day. But when you actually have to say, hey, we need to sit down. We need to have a talk.
So do you think
that's awkward?
Do you think in a relationship, and I guess, well, it definitely depends on how serious it is.
Smoking.
You know what? Don't judge me.
Call your mic smoking.
Not supposed to be smoking in the mics either.
Yeah, I mean, you just like.
So y'all just
should
don't.
have got that recorded. That was a good.
That was
sound
dumb.
effect.
That was dumb. But do you think y'all should have a joint account or separate accounts? Do y'all need to know about each other's money, or do y'all not need to know about each other's money?
I don't think you have to know the exact dollar amount, but I need to know if you're broke, and you need to know if I'm broke, and I need to know that we're okay, and you need to know that. I mean, there's no other way around it. I've been in the situation where when you kind of leave your finances in the blind of your partner, and then something arises where, oh, I should have told him, that I'm a little low on funds, because then when the car breaks down, then you're like,
what do I do?
Let me tell you, So yeah, I don't know if it's necessary. Whatever works for you when it comes to joint accounts, separate accounts, or whatnot. Hey, I say that's based on your relationship and where you are in your relationship. It works for some. It doesn't work. Some people don't need it to be okay financially. Some people need it because they just need it, and that's what they need. That's what they like. But just the communication. Just communicate about your finances.
Okay, so basically, have sex whenever the other person wants to have sex, and talk about your money.
That's it. Your girl walks a certain way when she needs to have sex. Your girl talks a certain way when she needs to have sex. Your girl may just, if she's just having those out-of-body mood swings and she's just mad for no fucking reason, like if she wake up looking mad, she needs some dick in her life. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Shit,
Stephanie Love's gonna
got
always
me over
keep
here
it real.
going back on my conversations. Like,
I'm just saying.
Well,
Women need sex too, and I think men forget that a lot. It's just always about the man.
Egocentrism.
Perspective, what?
Taking.
You gonna keep making him say that? Okay.
You learned something today.
The K-Files always ties into the show. After K-Files, like it's some way that we come back to, like it ends up being an eye-opening experience.
Right. Relative.
Perspective.
Kind of like going to church.
I keep forgetting it.
Can I get a amen from the congregation? Already.
All right, so guess what, guys? We're going to get ready to get into a new topic.
What are we talking about now?
Today we're going to talk about Ennis ISD. As you know, school has started back for a lot of our youngins out there. Parents have been relieved of the summertime blues in their house. You can now keep your refrigerators stocked, not running low. Light bill will kind of be a little cheaper now. Also, it's going to start getting cool. So the electricity bill will go down tremendously for some, right?
Okay.
All right, so Ennis ISD, as you know, school shootings happen. It's something that we just are, I want to say, kind of like just waiting for the next one to happen, right? So now that school year has started, there are some schools that have taken measures to keep their kids safe and away from danger, right? So Ennis ISD starts a new year with strict security measures. Several school districts are going back to school with new security guidelines. However, Ennis ISD new rules seem to be the most drastic. Parents and students are back to school shopping in Ennis, but they're not buying just any backpacks. Beginning the first day of school on Thursday, Ennis ISD is requiring all students to carry clear backpacks. They'll also be required to wear school IDs, The Parkland, Florida school shooting in February caused the district to make changes. They mirror security measures put in place at Stoneman Douglas High School after 17 students and staff were killed there. Ennis ISD also said students could be searched at random effective immediately, and the district decided that the classroom doors will be locked throughout the day. Ennis ISD also says there will be more canines, cameras, and security officers. I want to give a big shout out, a round of applause to Ennis ISD.
You didn't even ask the question.
I didn't have to. I just wanted to say that. Now my question is, because I'm Stephanie Love, do you think these are great measures to protect your kids, Blizzity Black?
They're normal measures to me. Like, the schools have been doing this for years. This is nothing.
What school has been locking the school doors? Unless you're in the portables.
Okay, when I was in school, like, the doors were locked. You couldn't get in.
They were
the
actually
outside.
chained from the inside.
Yeah, you couldn't get from the outside.
I don't know what school you went to.
We went to Carter. They used to chain us in.
But
they chained y'all in? Oh shit! That's why people at Carter.
And you had to go through a metal detector.
That's how they treated our cultured kids. They chained them and gave them the mentality of having to break out of things. So now that when we really need to protect y'all ass, now it's like not normal.
No, it is normal.
Some have said
it's just like, hey, well, I've heard of schools that you only could have clear backpacks and jobs where you can only have clear purses. Like, they want to be able to see through your shit, see if you got some extra shit in it. Makes sense to me. Like,
well, I've heard of the clear backpacks, but
and I must say about the chain thing, I think, of course, there was a fire code. You can't do that.
Right.
And once, it was starting to get out, they stopped doing it. But for a period of time, they would chain us inside.
After they did the movie
I
Lean
wasn't
On
even
Me.
talking about the chains. I knew what
I
you
think
was talking
y'all
about.
on the
But
movie
I'm
Lean On
talking
Me.
about when I was in high school, like, once you close the door, it locks from the outside. So anybody outside can't get in unless they have a key. You got to let people in. It wasn't no...
Yeah, I think eventually they started upgrading to them doors, but these schools are so old that in the beginning they didn't have those type of doors, so they just had the push thing, and that was it.
Yeah.
And so they would literally chain and lock the doors. Yeah.
Well, I like the locked door concept in these days and ages.
Like I said, it just sounds normal.
It doesn't sound normal to me because I never have heard of. I haven't been to any schools besides unless you were in the portables. Now the portable doors always stayed locked, which was expected and normal in the schools that I ever had any interaction with. But now in these days and times, I think all of the measures that NSISD is taking are perfect. I kind of wish that I lived in NSISD because it would give me a little bit more calmness when sending my kids to school. But my kids can't wear jackets. So that's like I guess they say, for the kids' safety, some of those school shootings have, they've walked in there with jackets on and they're
That sucks.
So no, you have to actually
So what if it's cold outside?
They can wear jackets to school, but once they're inside the school, they can't wear them.
They got to take them off.
They have to take them off. And, it's cold in school. So.
They just start homeschooling.
But if schools take more measures like NSISD, do you think that this may eliminate from our kids getting shot up at school? Do you think that this is actually a concept that all districts should adopt?
I'm hoping that they're being proactive and trying to stop and trying to stop anything like that from happening. But it can only be good that they're wanting to do these things, but I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that, but in my opinion, if somebody wants to break in your house, they're going to break in your house. If somebody wants to steal your car, they're going to steal your car. So if somebody
wants to shoot up a school,
they're going to shoot up a school.
And even if the majority of the time the kids are in class, when they're getting shot up, a gunman is walking to classroom to classroom to classroom. So if those doors are locked and the gunman still approaches that classroom, at least the gunman can't just walk in and start shooting. Right. At least if the doors are locked, that gives, and I'm sure they probably come over their intercom and say, you know, because now schools are even a part of tornado drills and fire drills. They're implementing school shooting drills. So the locked door will kind of give a little bit more time for them to prepare for whatever drill that they put in place for that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I hope that, it would aid in preventing some of this stuff.
I hope so.
But I mean, there is just ample amount of opportunity to, cause some damage if one wanted to in those type of situations.
And then to add to your point, those same kids who shoot up the school are the same kids that's going to go through the training of what happens if there's an active shooter. So they're going to know the procedures to look out for and ways around it. Right.
You're going to adjust
so
to whatever
like you said,
measures have been put
if you want to shoot in school, you're going to shoot in school.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that it won't ever happen because, of course, not all schools have taken these measures. So it could happen at a school that doesn't have these measures into place. But what means the most to me is that a school district as a whole is trying to become a part of the change versus putting their kids in a position where possibly it could hit that doorstep. So the fact that you are valuing the life of children and families and saying, okay, enough is enough, like this is the change that I have been waiting to see. Now, if it works, it works. We won't know until
try to shoot up school and it's prevented.
And then it's prevented. And then I'm sure everybody is gonna want to say, hey,
everybody gonna have to follow suit.
Well, that's just that's how that's
but
gonna
then
work,
that's
though.
the crazy part too. Now it's just like you have to wait to see if this is going to protect versus saying, hey, that's a good idea. And I think that regardless if the gunman can still come in here and do damage, we can at least try. Yeah. The same way you're implementing drills for the school shooting, okay. You can prepare the kids all day, but what measures are you going to actually put into place to try and stop it? And NSISD has taken a big step in trying to become a part of the solution versus talking about the problem all the time.
Shouts out.
Yeah.
Shout out to NSISD.
I agree. They did a good job. It was just normal to me, though. Like, at least they took a step to do it.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
I wonder if they're being proactive or if they heard something through the grapevine.
Well, they actually said that it's in honor of the Stoneman Douglas, because after the 17 got killed at Stoneman Douglas, they immediately put the same measures that NSISD is doing into place for the next school year when it began. Or actually, those kids returned a couple of weeks after the shooting, and they immediately put those. And so they said in honor of those children, regardless if they're in Florida or wherever they're from, we're going to honor them by saying, this is what we're going to do. We're going to become a part of the solution. That's how I look at it. And obviously, NSISD has some great people on the school district board to actually step up and do what's needed. And I just don't see why it's so hard for other schools to follow suit. Children are our
shouldn't
future.
be hard.
If we continue to keep killing them, we ain't going to have no future. Right?
Well, if you want K-file, it's the government doing these things.
Because now you got the kids out there that's robbing and killing people. You know what I mean? So if we actually...
This is when you focus on the wrong people.
Set an example.
Who they going to focus on? Somebody drinking a beer in their car?
Probably.
And then hits never mind. Insurance claimer might be watching. Black, you better be careful what you say on the internet and stuff like that. Hey. I'm for real. I'm gonna talk to you about that at the end of the show, okay?
What?
Hey,
all right, guys.
I got something real quick for y'all. We only got about 15 minutes, and I don't want to talk for 15 minutes. I don't want to get in trouble, but I know I'm gonna get in trouble. But just something I'll be thinking about. If you want to get in mind on my head, you were just talking about being part of the problem. So I've been trying to go over this concept in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we always say if you are a standby, if you're just standing there witnessing things happen and never always talking about it, but never ever doing anything about it, we always say to them, what? you are a part of the problem and not the solution.
Right on.
Okay, so here's where I'm going to get in trouble. So I think that there's a loophole in our thinking about God. Okay? And this loophole is we say that God allows bad things to happen, right?
Here you go.
Okay.
We do, right?
Right.
He's all good, but he allows bad things to happen. So if God allows bad things to happen, isn't he a part of the problem and not the solution?
I'm not even.
I didn't want to get in trouble. I just asked the question.
You not gonna look. I am gonna politely decline to answer.
Yeah,
that.
I plead the fifth.
And can we go to a commercial? Because I got.
All right, we're gonna get ready to get into a video. Oh yeah, by our boy Money Note, C Note, guys. Money Note, C Note, C Note shot this video right here in Villa Koola, as you will see in the video. It was a dope interview. So shout out to, dope video. So shout out to him. Shout out to the Villa Koola guys. If you need a video, if you even just need a spot, you don't need us to actually do the video. We got a media room for you guys to use. And Black has to go pee.
Wrap this up.
Oh yeah, bye boys. Check this out.
Too quiet.
Right back.
Rico, I know you hear me calling you.
Yeah, what's going on?
Where's Tino?
Man, it's 2018. He got 2 phones for this. All right, man.
Hold up. Who's this bitch?
Yeah, see, no. Who is this bitch? Man, I didn't even get over here. Where you come from? Goddamn, man. Y'all just had woke up, man. Goddamn. Yeah. But it up. Yeah. I'm living in the movie, but I'm not shooting films. A lot of niggas hate me, so I'm like, fuck them. Mother for my daddy, don't nobody know him. I'm strong arming niggas like I work in the gym. Get these niggas out my way, my time is here. Pull out the chopper, nigga, make him through disappear. I don't give a fuck about a bitch, so let me be clear. Had a bitch play with my heart, and I ain't shit one tear. Walking on these niggas in some blue tuck Taylors. I used to call my nigga when I needed a favor. Now I'm fucking on these bitches, cause these bitches love paper. Rapper for a pussy, I ain't playing, see you later. I can give a fuck about what you got going. Your shit is stolen, my shit is potent. Your nigga loaned it, my nigga own it. Look in that pussy, I got baby girl moaning. When I fuck on your bitch, I call this the backstroke. Throw up on the dick, put a hole in her throat. Bitch sucking on my dick like glory. Hoe feeling low with white girl, put the bitch in her nose. Yeah. So you get to the money, yeah, right, nigga. I got your hoe on the other line, nigga. Get it pipe turn all night, nigga, yeah. I'm a fool. What you gon' do? Pull your little tool, little nigga, yeah. I ain't trippin' about no beat, nigga. Tell the eat, nigga. I come work for me, she can't keep her legs closed. What's up, pimp, nigga, if he ain't got a free code? 50 for the pussy, bitch, you ain't getting no dough. Chopping on my car, nigga, I don't need a dough. Drugs for the low, past being sold. Hit for 20 band, I ain't even know I was on. Riding through the city with a strap ready to go. Better ask about me, boy, I ain't never be no hoe. Lover boy, nigga, fell in love with the bitch. Put me in the game, I fell in love with the shit. No milk in my cereal, I love tricks. Nigga pay my hoe that what you call trick. You threw the ball, interception, that's pitch. My kinfolk made 100 off his wrist. I might have the measles, my diamonds too sick. It's so hard to keep your bitch on my dick. You ain't gotta tell me cause I know I ain't shit. I'm about whatever nigga when it's time to pay rent. I don't want the whip nigga if he ain't got no tent. I took the bitch to make up that pussy, it had a dent. Threw a couple hundred, told her baby get it fixed. Let her bitch know out the muzzle, I ain't playing that shit. Uber on speed dial, put you out quick. Fuck on her friend, she been all on my dick. Yeah. So you get to the money, yeah, right, nigga. I got your hoe on the other line, nigga. Get it pipe turn all night, nigga, yeah. I'm a fool. What you gon' do? Pull your little tool, little nigga, yeah. I ain't trippin' about no beat, nigga. Tell the eat, nigga.
All right. We are back. We got a little bedazzled or bamboozled by the booty. Shout out to Sino and yeah, right. That is a hit, guys. You can go check that out on World Star. Also, you can check it out on Villa Koola Radio's Facebook page. Go check out the video. Show our boy C Note some love. All right, guys. So we're gonna get ready to get into what the fuck.
What the fuck? You do it.
All right, guys. So thank you. Hey. All right. So listen. What the fuck this week? I done took over. Yeah, so lunch lady, two lunch ladies, they are sisters, were arrested and charged for stealing nearly $500K from public school cafeterias. That's a lick. Now, see, motherfuckers out here hitting good licks. First, you got the $100,000 noodle truck. Then you got these, and guess what? Guess what color they was? Can you just even imagine? Just your honest opinion. What color do you think these sisters were?
When you say sisters, I think black, but I think they're white.
They are white. They are white.
That's a lot. I mean,
it'd be your own lunch ladies, y'all. According to the reports, two lunch lady sisters in Connecticut have been charged for reportedly stealing tens of thousands of dollars from New Canaan public school cafeterias. Time reports that 61-year-old Joanne and 67-year-old Marie turned themselves in after police issued a warrant for their arrest after a long investigation. The sisters allegedly stole $478,588 from the. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never could read the numbers that I don't know, just from the cafeterias where they work. They were officially charged with larceny and knowingly under-reporting cash totals. According to the arrest warrant, the ladies stole big bills from the cash register during lunch hours, and Wilson would take money at the end of the day since it was her job to count the final cash amounts. Wilson's lawyer, Mark Sherman, says she plans to plead not guilty. There is much more to the story. Marie is innocent, he says, and did not personally divert a single nickel of the town's money for her personal gain. She is not going to be the scapegoat for this missing money. So, guys, have you ever worked a job?
No.
You're not going to incriminate yourself, huh?
No.
You ain't even finna go there. Cam, have you ever take it? Because, look, you don't work for nobody no more, so you can speak your motherfucking mind.
I would have said it anyway.
Shit.
But,
have you ever just...
I didn't tell y'all this.
No,
I thought I told you
tell
about
us.
Bank of America.
Oh, shit.
I didn't tell y'all about Bank of America?
No.
This Bank of America right up here on the corner. I used to work when we was in commerce. Okay, I had a homeboy. I won't say his name. But this dude has been bad since I first met him. Like, literally, there is no good vibe in his body. Anyway, long story short, he always have these schemes. I'm working at the bank. He come up with some counterfeit $100 bills. So he come up to I work the drive-through. So the plan was, give me the counterfeit. I'm gonna exchange them for some real ones. I'm get my money from you later. Da. So we did about $1,000. So after we did the exchange, like every other customer that comes up, you know, I'm giving them counterfeit bills.
Right.
Because I can't put the bills.
Right, you got to wash them hoes out.
Because we check the bills in the bank.
Right.
When I put my drawer up, I can't have $1,000 worth of fake money.
Right.
So I'm getting rid of it. About 15 minutes later, somebody come back. They done went to the store, which was Minions, right in this Fiesta now, but it was Minions. Done tried to spend the money. Find out it's fake. They come right back to the bank. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, that was the only person. I ain't getting rid of all of them. But that was the only person that came back.
You just,
master thief.
See,
I told you.
You're proud of it, too, huh?
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
No, I've never done that, Stephanie.
Cam has a free mind.
Have you?
I got it in me.
Have I? Yeah. I used to work at Stephen Barry's Did y'all ever hear about they stayed open for like a couple of
a year or two, maybe 3.
I was pregnant with my daughter. I was young.
I got a lot of graphic t-shirts.
I was on the cash register. Yeah, I'm gonna say there were days where I had no lunch money. I had no gas to even make it back home after I done slaved for 8 hours on my feet pregnant. Oh yeah, you gonna give me, pay advance like a motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. Shout out to Stephen Berries.
I'll tell y'all my story one day.
But you don't want to incriminate yourself?
I mean,
I'm probably looking for him.
I ain't never done nothing like that, but you know, I'll tell y'all my story one day.
But I did tell you the story about my people. They robbed.
You got 5
Bank
minutes.
of America. I told y'all about that one. My people robbed the bank in California.
Oh, damn.
I told y'all about that one.
You just are full of criminals.
Okay, this is where I get it from. I think this is where I got it from. Because I read, so I was about 7 or 8, 9, 10 years old. And you know how you're going through shit at your house. And my mom had these magazines in this magazine stand. And it was this old news article still in there. So I pick it up and I read it. It's about my uncle. He went to jail. He was in jail my whole life. But he was in the paper because he went on like a
bank robbing
spree. He was robbing cleaners and convenience stores. Anyway, him and two or three of my other uncles went to California. One of them had a girlfriend that was working as a teller in Bank of America. And so she was the inside.
And I can't get no job there.
They robbed the bank. And I was so young. All I knew of it as a time, couldn't even been 8. All I knew is my uncles, all of them, came back with motorcycles and Cadillacs. And they was all in suits. I still got pictures from this to this very day. They in suits, 3-piece suits and hats and everything. None of these brothers got a job, and they suited out with Cadillacs and motorcycles. Huh?
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
From Martin.
Oh yeah. So it
You
happens.
ain't got no job, but you got a job.
I ain't got no job, but always had on one of them. I'm the pastor suits. Or I'm the pastor, but I ain't working right now. Linens on.
All right, guys, and snake skins.
Snake skins.
All right, guys. So this has been a great show. This was our 50th episode. So we had
2 weeks.
At least 2 weeks before we put on the livest event in D-Town, September 1st. All right. Doors will open at 8 p.m. for the red carpet affair. I want you guys to come out. Dress your best. You ain't got to dress up in suits and tuxedos. You just come, but dress your best.
Are we going to have a red carpet?
We are going to have a red carpet. It's going to be...
We're going to release doves at the door?
Nope. We are going to have hosts on the red carpet to greet our guests. We have Kobe Savage that'll be in the building performing, Ricochet. We will have Absolute Shy from Murder Mommies, Chemist the Kid, Vino Bars.
I was gonna say, we got Vino, huh? You already said Ricochet?
Ricochet. We have some dope artists coming through the building, guys. We also have some private sponsors, some promoters who have agreed to come through and help us get some people out. So shout out to Sosa and Monk for that. Be sure to stop by the Boom Boom Lounge.
Where is it?
4222 West Camp Wisdom Road.
Say it again.
4222 West Camp Wisdom Road,
All
the
right,
Boom
more time,
Boom
'cause I only got
Lounge.
one more minute.
4222 West Camp Wisdom Road, the Boom Boom Lounge, September 1st, the live concert for the block celebrating their 52nd episode. Guys, come walk the red carpet. Doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9, and then we're going to turn up from 11 to 2 a.m. Free food. Drink specials, $5 you call it, $3 margaritas. Thank you, Villa Koola Radio, for assisting the block on putting this special event on. This has been the block. We'll be back, same place, same time, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Flyers Talk Show to Evertrend that brings it back to the streets every Saturday. And we are out. Class is now dismissed.
Yay. You've been listening to The Block. If you miss any part of the show, you can catch us every weekday, or you can download the podcast on VillaKoolaRadio.com. School is over, and we out.